somebody wants to hop on. Okay, so one of the things that we have always said is, would you follow you? Would you follow you? Think about that. So, you know, as we're looking for our social media and the content that we put on our social media, would you follow you? So think of, would your grandmother follow you? Would your pastor follow you? Let's see, like your boss, you know, if you have a job, you know, maybe somebody that's on your chicken list. You know, we talk about our chicken list pretty often. Somebody that's on your chicken list, would that person follow you? And, you know, because we're always wanting to expand our teams. We're always wanting to get the word of the Thrive experience, whether somebody wants to be a customer or a promoter. And, you know, so that's the one thing that we've always taught since day one is, would you follow you? And think of the people that you're trying to bring aboard, like that quality person, that person that's sharp, the person that's a go-getter. You know, are they going to hop onto the social media, your social media, and think, oh my gosh, this is somebody I really want to align with. This is somebody that I want to work with. And for the most part, everybody does this. So, you know, keep that in mind. That's always, would we follow us? And, you know, that's what we think about is, what do we look for in a person that we are following? So, are they inspirational? Are they funny? Are they classy? Are they wise? Are they successful? Are they helpful? So your social media energy and presence that you're making, you're posturing on your social media. But then also we look to people who we would, that we want to follow and emulate, you know, so people that you know, if you want to improve, I'm going to personally follow somebody that is a little bit more successful than me, that is has content that I'm going to benefit from, that has you know, really, like maybe they are sharing a blog or something like that. So I am going to have my own posturing in what I want to attract. But then also for me on social media, I'm going to be looking for people that I want to learn from and that are going to help me grow. If you've got people that are just a mess on your social media, put them on silent. You know, just you don't have to unfriend them, but you can unfollow them so you're not seeing their messages. We don't need, you know, negativity bringing us down, you know, that kind of thing. So there's some people that I have done that with. I'm not going to go ahead and unfriend them, but I unfollow them so I'm not seeing their posts quite so much, because I don't want that in my space. I got to move forward, man. I don't want to see somebody that, you know, is negative all the time, or you know, maybe they are just, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. So here's one thing that we want to, like, mix it up with our social media. So let's go to our own posturing, our own social media. What kind of content should we be putting on our social media? And so I made a list for us, something that's like an inspirational quote, okay? Inspirational quotes. How about a tip of the day? You know, tip of the day. Something funny. You know me, I'm going to put up something funny, or I'm going to toe the line on a little bit of sarcasm, especially right now. We've got some just craziness going on, and I'm going to be that person that, you know, goes and puts something up like that. But, you know, think about there's some things on here that as I was kind of brainstorming, I'm going, man, I got to get back to some of these things too, you know? So here's the thing, when you're posturing on Facebook, what are people going to say? You know what? That Marie, she is, every time I see one of her posts, it's like, I want to see what the next thing she's going to say. You know, I want to see that next dessert that she's going to make. You know, I want to see that next inspirational thing that she's going to do. So we put things up, and then people start waiting for us to put more things like this up. So something like an inspirational quote, you can subscribe to inspirational quotes on Instagram, screenshot it and put it on your Facebook, you know, or put it on your Instagram. Inspirational quotes, a tip of the day. What could a tip of the day be, right? How about a challenge, like challenging somebody? Like I like to do those riddles, those funny math riddles. I like to do those. That is engagement. When you do like a riddle where you have people engaging back, that's why you'll notice that on a lot of the posts that I do, I will ask them to like what do you think? Or, name your favorite this, or, like I'll post a picture of something that I love and I'll ask them to engage back. You're wanting to have that engagement on your posts, right? And so maybe it's a challenge or a riddle. You've seen those pictures that have like the different pictures, and they have to look very closely. And every time somebody puts up something and you say, nope, that's not what it is. And they're going, oh my gosh, so there's engagement, and that gets them back to seeing your post too when there's engagement. Okay, so I do like challenges and riddles. Others are maybe polls and surveys. It doesn't have to always be about Le-Vel. Maybe it is, you're asking people, like what colors to paint your kitchen if you're going to redo your kitchen. Get them engaged in helping you. You might already have the answer, you guys. You don't need, you might not even need their answer, but it's about engagement, because it's kind of fun. It gets them looking, and people like to help. They're going to choose color set B, and other people are going to choose color set A, or whatever it is. You can take a picture of your backyard patio, and I just got some new throw pillows for the furniture. What else do you think I should put in here? What other things can I put to make my little place a sanctuary? Get them engaged. Podcasts are a really great thing to share with people. And we'll get to that also in a second about podcasts. What could we always want to be growing. So be searching for, in your podcasts, look for people that are inspirational. Look for people that are, your Tony Robbins and your Eric Thomas and Brian Tracy. You've got a lot of people. Rachel Hollis. I'm not sure. I like Rachel Hollis, but I don't know if she has a podcast. So look for podcasts that you can share with people, on your site. Here's today's podcast that I listened to. I want to share it with you guys, and then put like a couple of things, what the content was. That'll draw people in. What would make you want to go and listen to a podcast? There's a little, description of what it is. So you have podcasts, behind the scenes, like maybe you're showing your workspace. Maybe you're showing, a project that you're doing, your kitchen, something like that. Life hacks. You guys, Pinterest is such a treasure trove of things that you could use to go and start building engagement on your Facebook. So when it comes to life hacks, there's some fun life hacks that I think there's like videos that go through a bunch of different fun life hacks of what to do with your used, water bottles, or, something like that, right? So give them things that are going to help them, like fill needs for people. That's what they're going to keep coming back to your page if you have things like that. So go to Pinterest and put life hacks in, or YouTube and search life hacks. And maybe you just use one every week or something like that you find. Maybe there's a huge list of them, or a video compilation of different ones, and then you're going to go and use one every week. Something obviously of encouragement. Maybe it's even your blog. Maybe you're a writer like I am that likes to do the inspirational, posts in the morning. So something of encouragement. Drawings. So this can be, doesn't always have to be about Thrive, but definitely we want to do drawings, contests, giveaways. Think of something that you could do once a week. It doesn't have to be crazy. Just go to the dollar store and get, dollar shaker cups or something like that. Then we want to, maybe you're doing like crafty tips, a craft project, something that you can do with the kids. Go and pull something off of Pinterest and have one a week that you do. This or that, that's kind of like having people help you. Or this or that are fun, like this or that would be Hellmann's or Miracle Whip, right? And what do you guys have down there in the South? I always forget what it is. It starts with a D.
Hellmann's.
No,
or
Hellmann's.
Blue Plate.
But there's another one that it starts with a D. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's
We only use Hellmann's or Blue Plate, Cindy.
Blue Plate. Okay, so anyway, you guys put up a picture of one of
that could be a good question.
There's Miracle Whip.
Well, that's what I mean. It's this or that. So look at your eyelashes, Tiffany. Yeah, it would be mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, right? And so that would be a this or that. Dyson or Shark, vacuums, there's something fun like that. Just think of, get people engaged because they love to give their opinion, right? Fun facts, maybe it's trivia, maybe it's on this day, like in history. Obviously, like a couple of days ago, we had the 100th anniversary of where women have the right to vote. So putting something like that out. Let me see what I wrote down here. Oh, now start doing videos. Maybe you're going to do our mask. And as you're doing our mask, you are giving the benefits of what charcoal does to our skin, what it does to our pores, what it does for, our complexion. As you're doing this, you're giving like information about it. So think of how you can have some content that is going to get people engaged, and they're looking for your next, post. So I would take all of these inspirational quotes, tip of the day, challenges and riddles, something funny, polls and surveys, podcasts, behind the scenes, life hacks, encouragement, blogs, drawings, contests, and giveaways, recipes, crafty tips, this or that, fun facts, on this day trivia, and then a video of maybe doing one of these things, maybe doing one of these life hacks, maybe doing the recipe, maybe doing the, our products, our video, obviously doing the 3 steps, these fun things that everybody are doing with TikTok. I haven't gotten involved in that, but fun things that people are doing where you can make a fun, quick video that's almost like fast motion. I know, I think Taylor made one. I think Marie, you've made a video before of doing the, your 3 steps, but doing it like in fast motion. So little things like that, get people engaged in your, get them following you. Like they want to know what recipe you're going to put up next. They want to know, maybe it's Tuesday tips, or, Wednesday recipe, make it like a normal, like a recurring theme that you do, and stay consistent with it. Okay. So speaking of consistency, goals with a purpose. We talk about goals a lot. We talk about, our vision board. We talk about setting goals, putting a date on your goals. But when we say goals with a purpose, it ties in why we're doing this. Why do you want that goal? Why do you want to achieve this? Because when we really, it is a proven fact, when we make our vision boards, when we make our dream boards, and by the way, Heidi, the vision board, your guys' vision board that you guys won, the manual, what was it called? The planner, vision board planner. It arrived today. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, this COVID is making me crazy on things getting here in the mail. So it arrived today, so I'll ship those out tomorrow. But your vision board, we put that up there because it's not just a bunch of shots in the dark. These are things that you really want to accomplish. So growth consistency. I mean, we want to talk about being consistent because a lot of times we don't really have a plan. We have a lot of things going on in our life, and we think about consistency, meaning I'm going to reach out to some people today. That's about, and I know that I do that every day. Well, we need to get a little bit more detailed with our planning. We wake up with intention. We go to sleep with intention of how we're going to start the next day. So I wrote down some things, growth consistency. How about joining like-minded groups? I know you guys, a lot of you guys have done that where you've joined groups before, but think about that. Maybe it's one a week. Maybe you join a like-minded group. Maybe they are, Marie joins a baking group, people that are bakers or something like that, but this is where you can start expanding your network, is getting to know these people. There is something also, it's called CRM, comment, request, if you connect with somebody, if you're connecting with somebody, like they're kindred spirit to you, maybe you send them a friend request, and then you send them a message and you say, Julie, I really loved what you said in your comment under that post, because maybe you did, and maybe you guys can start having a discussion. Like, tell her why you liked it, and tell her, you know, how you align with what she was saying. These are new people in these groups. This is how you can start making connections that don't come across like you're coming through the back door only to get a new recruit. Everybody can smell that a mile away. It's ingenuine. It really is. This is a business of building relationships. And, you know, the blessing of it is if we are able to get some new people aboard through those relationships, fantastic. If they just become a new relationship, like a new friendship, a new Facebook friend, then whatever, you never know when they're going to join you. They could. But building relationships with the intention of just that, building relationships, because when it's only that, and it is genuine, then you will attract people more when it's genuine and it doesn't have a motive involved. So, so joining groups, that would be a good thing. Okay, get out of your house 2 times a week that have nothing to do with work, school, church, or like an appointment, like nail appointment, chiropractor, doctor, you know, things like that. So you're getting out of your house 2 times a week, and it has nothing to do with work, church, school, but it can do with the kids. You can go to the park where there's going to be other people, but get out of your environment. Get off the couch, get out of your office. 2 times a week, make it a goal for yourself to leave your house and go and do something. I know here in Arizona, I don't really want to go anywhere, you know, because there's not a whole lot that's open. It's 1,000 degrees outside, but I have to think of some things that I can do that are indoors where I can go and just say hello to new people, right? I want you to think back to, like, those of you that have been in a while, and even those of you that have been in just for a few months, think back to when everything was just hitting on point, when things were working, when things were flowing, when things felt like they were just pinging, just a win-win-win, like everything was going and your energy was up and your spirits were up and your volume was up, whatever it was, and you just had, even if it doesn't have anything to do with Lavelle, maybe you still have not reached where you'd like to reach. So go back and visit the energy that you had when you were feeling your best self, when things were just going great in your life. Go back and recall the emotion, because anything, if you go and recall the memory, you can feel the emotion of it as if it's happening again right now. So think back when things were really working, like just firing on all cylinders, you know, everything was going great. Go back to that point. Can you guys remember that time? Go back to that point and start journaling about it. What do you remember about it? What was going on? What were you doing every day? What was working? Okay. I truly believe, and you guys hear this a lot, I truly believe that when you're making goals, you have to put dates next to them. Now listen, there are a lot of goals that I have set that I have put dates to, and I've had to reset that date because I missed the mark, right? I had this goal that I wanted to achieve by this, you know, specific time, and I didn't quite make it, okay? I reset the date, because if I don't have a date set for my goals, I am just wandering aimlessly. I need to have a date, and then I work backwards by, you know, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. What do I want to accomplish in 6 months as I'm, you know, as a check-in? In 6 months, going towards my goal, I want to be at least halfway there or 3/4 of the way there. But you start backing it up your time of what you want to accomplish on month 3, on month 1. And then what are you going to do? What are the activities you're going to do to make those happen? What has to be done to make that happen? Let's put it that way. What has to be done in order for that to happen? So there's a book that the Girl Wash Your Face. There's another one that is called Girls Stop Apologizing. It says, a shame-free plan for embracing and achieving your goals. I couldn't read my writing. So Girls Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis. I don't have that one, but that one definitely is, she's a popular author, and a lot of people said, Cindy, you don't have to write your book now. Rachel Hollis wrote it. You guys are twins. So I thought that was a nice compliment, but Girls Stop Apologizing. And I think that that has a lot to do with embracing and achieving, it's about goal setting and not being sorry about making goals, and we'll get into a little bit of balance. But okay, so this is what in order to be consistent, you have to fill your calendar with everything. And you want to create a schedule for yourself. Even if you work full-time at home, you want to create a schedule for yourself. And we're going to do a challenge here in a minute. I'm actually pretty excited about doing this challenge with you guys. But if your day is a routine controlled by kids, which happens, we never know what they're going to do. But here's the thing that I want to say. I mean, our kids, obviously, we're their mamas. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know how they're going to, I just throw the bag of flour in the kitchen. We don't know what they're going to do, right? But here's the thing. If our day is controlled completely by our children without structure, now here's something very important to understand. Our kids are always going to be a part of this, and we're going to have to mix up our schedule because we never know what's going to throw at us. But is the tail wagging the dog too much? Do you guys see what I'm saying? If we create structure that you can 90% of the time stick to, like there's going to be that 10% where you have that wiggle room where you never know what the kids are going to do and what they're going to get into, or what's going to happen, or what mood they're going to be in, or when they're going to be hungry, that kind of thing. But if we do this, if we create a structure, not only are you not allowing for the tail to wag the dog way too much, you are creating structure for yourself, which is going to reduce your stress. But the other thing is when our children have structure, it helps them have more confidence. So create a schedule. Maybe it's like, our teachers have the lesson plans, right? Maybe it's something like that. Ask a teacher how to create a lesson plan or what a lesson plan looks like. And that's going to be maybe what you do with your children. A lot of kids have gone back to school, but if they have not, then maybe start making it, create this schedule. So a podcast should be part of your schedule. You should always be learning, always be pouring into yourself, always be researching your weaknesses. That's such a huge thing. Researching your weaknesses. What do you want to do? Like, what do you want? How do you want to grow? You want to have tips for success? Go Google it. Go to YouTube. Go to Pinterest. You want to get out of your own way? Stop overthinking? Go to Google. Go to Pinterest. Go to YouTube. You want to have more confidence in approaching people? Go to YouTube. Go to Google. Go to Pinterest. Everything. Your answers are right there. When I started listening to podcasts daily, I actually saw my business completely grow. There's something that I want hang on. I think actually we might be able to wrap this up, but before I have to go, it gives me 40 minutes. So we're only 28 minutes in, or 30 minutes in rather. I want to step over really quick about creating balance. One thing that, and then I want to talk to you guys, go back to like structure, creating our schedule, staying consistent. I'll go back to that, but I want to insert balance in here because a lot of people ask, how do I create balance? It is all part of this structure thing. Creating balance. If you were to look at a pie and they had little pie pieces, right? And you had everything that was important to you in all of those pie pieces, but sometimes we miss it and we lose sight of all of a few other ones because we're focusing on maybe one more than the other. But we have business, we have family, we have our love relationships, we have personal growth, we have, and I want to put those in two categories: personal growth in business, right? Which would be, this will end in 10 minutes, upgrade now to remove. Okay. We've got 10 minutes to go. I have personal growth in business, which means every day do something that fills your brain and helps grow your brain, right? Whether it's a podcast, reading a book, something like that. Personal growth in yourself, like your life, would be meditation, would be prayer, devotion. Maybe it is just overcoming a fear, whatever it is. So there's personal growth in your business, and there's personal growth in your personal life, in your spirit. Let's say that. Health and well-being, fun and recreation and hobbies, physical environment like your home, right? And then your finances. So going back to health and well-being, that is self-care and exercise. So each one of these things: business, family, love relationships. Let's say personal growth in your business and personal growth in your spirit, your own self. Health and well-being is going to be like prayer, exercise, meditation, that kind of thing. Fun and recreation, hobbies, physical environment, your home, and your finances. So if you can go and spend time with each one of those things on what you would like to accomplish, I would spend some time with what you would like to accomplish, and then see how you can fit these things into your schedule. Now, here's what I would like for us to do. I am going to create a challenge for all of us. It's going to be for 4 days. It ends on Monday, and we're going to come back here, same bat channel, so it'll be 8 p.m. on Monday night. We will come back here, and we will kind of gather together and discuss. I want to create a challenge for each and every one of us. Your morning routine absolutely 1,000% determines your entire day, right? What you do with that first hour of your day determines your entire day. You want to begin your day with intention, but a quick tip you want to do is the night before, create your to-do list. What you're going to do, you're going to reach out to people. What is it that you're going to do? Create your to-do list. But here's what we're going to do for the next 4 days. Let's see if we can do this together. Next 4 days. You do not pick up your phone. You do not get on social media for 1 hour after you open your eyeballs. 1 hour. We're not allowed to touch our phone for 1 hour after we wake up. When we wake up, we get out of bed. We don't lay there. We get out of bed and we start our day. So going back to why we're not going to touch our phone, you should not start your day by scrolling through social media, focusing on other people's lives. Tiffany, this is going to be a challenge for you, I know. I mean, because the babies, they want to snuggle in the morning. I get it. And I would want to too. If I had babies, I would snuggle with them too. But maybe this is where we think outside the box. What could you be doing with the babies instead? Maybe it's reading to them. Maybe, there's something else. We're not touching our phone for 1 hour. Okay. We're going to get up early. We're going to get up early. Now I get up early. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but we're going to get up early. We're not going to lay in bed. We're going to get out of bed. We're going to take our Thrive, and we're going to start our day. We're going to do some prayer and devotion, or whatever it is that you do. Maybe it's meditation. We're going to do prayer and devotion. You're going to do some personal development, So that's going to be like maybe 10, 15 minutes of a podcast. You're going to read something. You're going to listen to a YouTube video, whatever it is. But you're going to do about 10 to 15 minutes of some personal development after your prayer and meditation. Then you're going to journal, do a brain dump. Just do a brain dump. And if you don't know what to say, just put whatever, one or two words of what is on your mind, and then it'll start to build to where you can start. Just do a brain dump. Just whatever it was that you were inspired by, something that you thought of while you were praying and you're in meditation, something that you read. So I guarantee you'll start really writing some stuff down after you start doing some of these things in your morning. The next thing that you do is you do some kind of exercise, some kind of movement. I can send one that I do that takes me 7 minutes. Takes me 7 minutes. And you're done. But for the next 4 days, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. And then we're going to meet back at 8 p.m. on Monday night, and we're going to talk about this and how this changed for you. You know, in that hour where we're not picking up our phone, this is going to be tough because I take the dogs out every morning and I let them do their business, and that's when I get on my phone. I just can't do it. I'm going to take my a book. I'm going to take my devotion, my journal, whatever it is, but I'm not touching my phone for 1 hour after. Now, it looks like we're about to finish up here. We've got 3 minutes and 44 seconds. I really believe that if we change our routine, we're going to see some personal growth, which is going to spill into everything else. So does anybody have any, oh gosh, I have been completely missing the chat. Do you guys want to go further and talk more? Do you guys want to elaborate on any of this stuff? Go ahead and unmute yourselves. Okay, so Lacey says you do the meditation on your phone. Oh gosh. Lacey, if you have enough willpower that you're not going to pull up social media, then you can do your meditation from your phone. I don't have that willpower. I don't have it. I would be too tempted to go and get onto social media and start just seeing what I missed because I go to bed so early. So if
So just picking up a book, reading, reflecting,
yes,
journaling,
yes,
sitting in silence.
We already started.
yes, yeah, you guys, we can do this. We can do this. So we're going to wake up. We're going to get out of bed. We're not going to stay in bed. We're not going to touch our phone. We're going to see, that's the thing, scrolling through social media. We do not begin our day scrolling through social media, focusing on other people's lives. You are going to focus on your life and your spirit, right? We're getting up early. We're beginning with gratitude, devotion, personal development. We're going to do some exercise. We're going to do, I'm sorry, before exercise, we're going to do brain dump. So let's start over. Get up early, start our Thrive. We're going to begin with gratitude, devotion, personal development, journal, write some stuff down, and then we're going to do a little bit of exercise. And if you guys, do you guys want me to send you the little thing that I do? It's not easy, but it's gets my blood flowing. I love it. Or I can send you two things. You can do, I've been doing Yoga by Adriene. I really love her a lot. Yoga by Adriene with one N. And if you have YouTube on your television, then I would highly recommend that being your exercise if you don't want to do the little 7-minute one. We've got some for 10 minutes that wake us up, you know, something that wakes us up. So this is going to be our challenge. How does everybody feel about this? I know Natasha is kind of limited in her ability right now, but she can do things that, like, you can take milk cartons and do, you know, arm curls, Natasha. You can do some core exercises with your, you know, so what you can look for things on Pinterest, exercises with a broken foot, you know, like whatever it is, there's going to be things for people that help you, you know, kind of stay moving and keeping the blood flowing and that kind of thing. All right, how does everybody feel? Can we do this for 4 days? What do you think? All right, well, let's do it. Pinterest is your friend. Blue, okay, yeah, you guys. Oh, Dukes, thank you, Jana. That's what it was. I knew it started with a D. All right, guys, I feel like this was some good stuff. We've got a couple of seconds left to go. We will regroup.